It certainly is one of the Russians' goals to interfere with American politics to the greatest extent possible.
There's no question that the Russian government and the Russian intelligence services have sought to try to sow divisiveness and discord in our country and in other countries. It's not unique to targeting the United States, but to try to interfere with the populace and to undermine our own faith in our institutions and in each other as Americans. And that is clearly part of their playbook. They use a variety of tools to do that, social media, proxies that they enlist. It is information warfare, which is itself not a new phenomenon, but what is new over the course of the last decade or so is some of the tools that advance it. In particular, the use of social media becomes sort of a bullhorn to amplify those kinds of operations. And as we look forward, we have to worry more about things like deep fakes as they become more and more sophisticated and harder to detect. And so information warfare is here to stay. What we need to make sure we're doing at the FBI, but also with all of our partners, because it's not a uniquely FBI responsibility, is to try to make sure we're ahead of that threat. And I think Americans can have, and I'm confident that Americans can have faith in our election system and our election infrastructure. There's no question that one of the real risks we have to guard against is having Americans lose faith in our system as a whole and in democracy. And that's something that we need to guard against, and that is harder to guard against, certainly as any one government agency. That's something that requires not just government agencies on the federal side, state and local governments, the private sector, and in some ways it requires every American to play a part in that, to be a discerning, thoughtful consumer of information.